Commissioners in the house. Going to go over week 2. Pretty interesting developments as we saw some teams that did well the first week, not do well the second. We saw some teams that didn't do well the first week, did very well the second. And that's why we play this game. So let's get into it, shall we? All right, let's start off with first game of the week. As always, my game because I'm the commish. So 75-69. Boys, one more time. Not bad. I like what I see from the team, but there's some holes I need to fill. Definitely with the receiving area. James Jones scored again, but that was his only score and only catch was a 29-yard touchdown. So that's not good. Roddy White put up a 0. That's not good. Greg Olsen finally got 6 receptions for 70 yards, but didn't score. But at least he's getting targeted. Chris Ivory's hurt, 2 points, but Carson Palmer's looking good. I think he might be ranked number 2 behind Tom Brady right now in fantasy points. Mark Ingram doing okay, 6 points again. He scored for the second week in a row. And Jamal Charles had actually a really good game, but fumbled twice, so he gave away 4 points. And then Goskowski put up a 19. And then defense, Ravens suck. So anyway, not a bad game, but definitely some improvement needing at this receiving and tight end core moving forward. Real deal, good game, 21 points from the Cardinals D. Odell Beckham, another good game, 15 points, but Andrew Luck continues to struggle. So even though Real Deal has had 2 good scoring games, I'm sure he's in agreement that he knows he's got to have Andrew Luck being what they thought Andrew Luck was going to be this season in order for him to make a real run at the Super Bowl. So he's doing well to score points now. That's a very good sign for him. And if Andrew Luck can turn this around, Real Deal just may blow up because he got enough other weapons on his team to do so. But right now, that is a concern. Game 2, No Limit 66. Don Maker 55. I believe that's the second good scoring game from No Limit. Aaron Rodgers, another good game, even against Seattle, 18 points. Emmanuel Sanders, I think he had a good game last week as well. So Emmanuel Sanders is having another good season with Peyton over there as Peyton turned around this week. And then Jordan Matthews dropped a lot of balls in Philly last week, but getting a lot of targets. So that's a good sign moving forward for No Limit. And then McManus, 9 points to kicker. And he had a couple of zeros there. That's a concern. Alfred Blue is going to be he's got to get Arian Foster back. Talking about No Limit. Alfred Blue is just not cutting it. In fact, I think No Limit cut him this week in the ad drop sequence. So he's got to do something there with that other running back. So the sooner Arian Foster can get back, the tougher No Limit will be. So we'll watch that development. Don Mega, 55 points, goes to 0-2, 24 from Dalton, 12 from Brandon Marshall, has another good game. But just a lot of ones and zeros and threes from other players. C.J. Anderson, nothing. Abdullah, 0, literally. C.J. Martin had a 1. Doug Martin a 1. 3 running backs for a total of 2 points. That's not going to cut it. So Don Maker's got some concerns there that they need to work out. Illmatic, 69. Clyde, 33. Clyde had the big game last week. Went back to 33 points. Romo is out and down. Jeremy Hill, a -3. Sankey, 1. Brandon Cook still can't quite get on track. And now Breeze is out. Just nothing. The Jets D got him 17 out of his 33. So Clyde was looking like he might blow up after the first week. And in 1 week, with Romo going out, Jeremy Hill not performing, and that's even worse because Giovanni Bernard had 125 yards. So that's a concern. He's a little dude, though, so Jeremy will still get the goal line touches likely. But if he loses all his main touches to Giovanni Bernard, that's going to be a problem for Hill, who had high expectations coming into the season. So some struggles may be coming for Clyde moving forward. Illmatic, 69 points. Tom Brady still on fire. D'Angelo Williams still playing well, but obviously D'Angelo's going to go away when Le'Veon Bell gets into the mix. Julio Jones, 9 points, 135 yards, 13 receptions. after the trade, so not bad there. But he's Illmatic drafted Frank Gore, Andre Johnson, in hopes that teaming up with Andrew Luck in what was supposed to be a high-scoring offense would do some good, and it's not helping anybody in Indy right now on the offensive end. So that's a concern there moving forward for Illmatic. Alfred Morris got overshadowed by Matt Jones in Washington running the ball last week, so we'll see how that develops. And then Jimmy Graham put up a 0. So some concerns, but back in, if you have concerns on your team and you still can put up almost 70 points, that's a good problem to have. Bomb Squad, 99, high game of the week after the trade. So I guess Bomb Squad was like, whatever y'all say. I'm Bomb Squad, damn it. So 99, 36 to the Eagles. Good balance scoring there for Bomb Squad when you had Russell Wilson, newly acquired, 17 points. Terrence Williams, newly acquired in the trade, 11 points. And then 14 from Amari Cooper, a good game right there in Oakland. Tucker, kicker, 15. Broncos, 22. 6 from Randall Cobb. 6 from Giovanni Bernard. There's that name I just mentioned. So we'll see if the Bomb Squad can continue, or was that a fluke? Eagles, 36, struggle. Eagles, I think, I was joking with Bill, and I was joking with him last week, but Eagles may be done. Drew Brees is now out this week. Peterson he had a good game, but didn't score. Marshawn Lynch won another 1-point game, and I just see zeros and ones and zeros and twos and twos. So, Eagles got some work to do. That's all I can keep saying about that. Tie game of the week, just for fun, 56. Gangsters, 56. Gangsters win the game based on total points scored by 5, which included, obviously, the reserves. So, Peyton Manning rebounded from week 1. Poor game there. Gronkowski, another good game with 12. But then Terrence Coleman scored a touchdown when he had 32 yards rushing there in Atlanta. And Marius Thomas, good game receiving, but didn't get in the end zone. So, not a bad game for just for fun to go to 0 for 2, but he needs some people to step up. LeGarrette Blount, 4 yards. Definitely not what is expected there. So, just some struggles there, maybe looming for just for fun if these other guys can't step up to help out with Peyton and Gronkowski. Gangsters, 21 from Tannehill, 8 from Anquan Bolden, 8 from Sammy Watkins, and then just some mediocre or zero, not 0, but 1s and 3s from some of these other players. So once again, 56 is not bad, but definitely need to do better moving forward as the Gangsters get the win. We go to 1-1, 1-1 rather. Killer B, 63 Crusher, 88 Crusher. I think put up 26 last week. Rebounded with a strong 88-point game. That was mainly driven by Larry Fitzgerald. Carson Palmer, 3 touchdowns, 112 yards. Morton Crosby, kicker in Green Bay, 15. Megatron, Calvin Johnson, 11. Flacco, 19. So just a good balanced scoring attack from MD to rebound nicely. So we'll see if that can continue. Killer Bees, they have a few problems there. Roethlisberger, 31 points. Antonio Brown, 17. Definitely a very, very, very dangerous combination. But Eddie Lacy's hurt. Put up a 0. Benny Cunningham, 1. John Brown, Arizona, 1. Witten had a good first week. Tony Romo is now out. What is that going to look like moving forward? T.Y. Hilton, another one of those players on Indy. And as long as Indy struggles, these Indy players are going to struggle. So a little bit of cause of concern there for Killer Bees, but nothing major. He should be solid, especially once Le'Veon Bell comes back here in another week or 2. Final game, Warriors, 56. Bet your money, 49. The newbies, Warriors, go to 2-0. Bet your money, former Super Bowl participant, falls to 0-2. 15 from Ryan, 17 from Edelman, 13 from the Chiefs. Pretty much drove that 56 points. Some concerns. Anytime you see your team and you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 players that score 2 or less, that's not a good sign for Warriors. So they need to do some adjusting. Moncrief on the bench scored 12, ironically, in Indy. So he had a really good game, despite Andre Johnson and T.Y. Hilton not doing anything. So that was interesting. And that boy, that receiver from Jacksonville, Robinson, I don't know his first name, had a big game. So maybe Warriors have to look at making some changes. Bet your money Stafford had a decent game at 15, but then everybody else was in single digits, 2, 2, 1, 9, 2, 7, 6, 5. So, just some concerns there at the house of Bet Your Money moving forward. So we'll see if Matt Jones can do something like he did that first week, or not the first week, but last week when he took over for whatever reason from Alfred Morris, and we'll see how that all plays out. But as of right now, that situation looks a little bit precarious for Bet Your Money. So that's where we are. So good games for Bomb Squad, and Crusher rebounded nicely. And some concerns there for teams like Clyde and Eagles. And, 30, 30, those are concerns. Bet Your Money, like they have definitely some concerns there moving forward. So that's where we are for now, week 2. And good luck going into week 3. And we'll see you next week. Later.